Hey there, this is Preeti from the Kriya team, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a practical demo of how to use the Kriya Ayurvedic hair wash powder. So the reason we made this demo was because we are constantly asked questions by the Kriya users who we've asked to transition from a synthetic shampoo to our hair washes, and they're understandably a little nervous about using a powder hair wash, right? So we wanted to make this video to explain to you why you should still go ahead and make this transition and how exactly you should use the product. Don't worry, the product is not very complex or complicated to use. It's just that it is formulated very differently from a synthetic shampoo, so you need to use it slightly differently from a synthetic shampoo to get the best out of it, right? So why do we want you to make this effort, and why do we constantly tell you to switch out from a synthetic shampoo? A synthetic shampoo is made up of several sets of chemical ingredients that are not good for your scalp and that are not good for your hair. The surfactants are very, very strong. They tend to overstrip your hair of sebum. The entire process of using a shampoo tends to aggravate the sebaceous glands in your scalp, making your hair oilier and oilier over time. The shampoo itself, although it looks very creamy and very delicate, is actually very, very rough on hair. So most times we find that the cuticular structure of hair is damaged. There are missing scales in the cuticular structure. It also tends to clog the shrotas in the scalp, so the thermal exchange mechanism of the scalp is also affected. Besides this, there are also many environmental and health concerns associated with synthetic shampoos. So for all these reasons, we ask that you transition to a gentle, natural, wholesome, 100% Ayurvedic hair wash like Kriya hair wash. The difference in how an Ayurvedic hair wash is formulated is this. We use no chemicals. We actually use only 100% whole powdered herbs. These herbs are carefully chosen, and we formulate different kinds of hair washes depending upon your hair's concerns and your needs. So we use between 20 to 30 herbs per Kriya hair wash variant, and like I said, these herbs are chosen depending upon the condition of the hair. So for hair that is for example extremely dry or as we call naturally vata aggravated, we would choose a mixture of naturally conditioning soft Ayurvedic herbs. For hair that is chemically damaged, we would use herbs that help strengthen the hair slightly and also detoxify the scalp. For hair that is prone to fungal dandruff, we would use herbs that have a naturally antifungal and antibacterial action along with cleansing the scalp. So Ayurveda gives us a wide basket of herbs to choose from when we make our formulations. The second thing is this, that herbs need to be used in their whole form according to Ayurveda because they contain multiple nutritional benefits. If we start extracting or taking out certain parts of the herbs, to give to and extract only the cleansing ability of the herb or only the antifungal ability of the herb, then we tend to miss out on all the other goodness that the herb has to give us. So this is why Ayurvedic acharyas recommend that we extract the herb a particular way, or when we make churnams or powders, to use them whole. Using them whole means that they're not going to dissolve, so they don't work like a synthetic shampoo. So therefore, we have to alter our usage method to account for the fact that we are using these whole herbs. So there are two things to remember when you transition to using an Ayurvedic hair wash churnam like what we make at Kriya. The first is this, that the surfactant level, which means the foaming surfactant cleansing level of the product, is very, very different from a synthetic shampoo. A synthetic shampoo contains up to 40% surfactants, whereas an Ayurvedic hair wash contains roughly about 5 to 6% surfactants. So the thing that you need to remember is that your product will not foam and it will not work the way the synthetic shampoo does. Second is, the Ayurvedic hair wash works by adhering by absorption to the surface of the scalp and the hair, and it sponges off the excess oil and the excess dirt from your hair. So you need to give it time to stick to the excess oil and excess dirt, and you need to spread it as much as possible on the surface of your scalp and hair. Generally with a synthetic shampoo, what we tend to do is we take a little bit of the product and we spread it across the surface of the scalp and the hair, and because the product is so strong at removing oil, a little bit of it tends to go a long way. But the difference is that an Ayurvedic hair wash is not a strong detergent based cleanser. It works, like I said, on the principles of adsorption also. So you need to use the correct amount of product and ensure that it is spread evenly across the scalp and across the surface of the hair. So spread, time and rinsing are the three factors that you need to keep in mind when you start using an Ayurvedic hair wash. Now let's jump into the actual demo of how to use the Ayurvedic hair wash. We'll be covering how you should mix the paste, how you should be applying it on your scalp and hair, and how you should rinse it. So do watch.